Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Pisces. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Pisces, please. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords. All right. Also the Four of Swords. All right, so this is somebody who's kind of quiet, but I feel like they're watching you. All right. They're viewing you as the Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy, so you definitely tick all of their boxes. And the connection, the World card, a brilliant success, strong fixed energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. And we have the Emperor. So some of my Pisces, this could be your boss. And again, maybe there's an element of secrecy here around their crush on you, their feelings for you. It could also be a neighbor is what I'm getting. Or there may be like this person feels the need to keep their feelings or this connection secret for some reason. This person, Aries energy, this is somebody who's strategic, they're bold, they know what they want, they're decisive, and they're really action oriented. All right, but let's see. The Seven of Swords tells me that this could just be a secret admirer. Like I said, there's an element of secrecy around this connection. We see the Fool energy in reverse, Aries energy. So there's something here about this person being nervous to take a risk or a leap of faith here, Pisces. Again, it could be because they're your boss or you're their boss. Maybe it's against company policy to be together or to have a romantic relationship. It could be that, they know your ex, you know theirs. If this person, for example, isn't fully divorced, okay, for example, it may be detrimental to their settlement or what have you if it's known that they're dating someone, something along those lines. I don't really get that this person is like keeping secrets in that sense, and not from you. And I'm not really getting third party energy here either, except for maybe, like I said, they're, it could negatively affect like a settlement or something if they're dating someone. Or it could be like a workplace type situation. Some of you, this person is very strong and strategic and bold and professional and all of those things, but they might keep it secret because they're a little bit nervous that they're going to look foolish if you don't reciprocate, right? And we see the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of hesitation here, Pisces, for this person to invest. Do they absolutely adore you and see you as like the perfect partner or somebody they want to be with? Yes, but it could be work, it could be health, it could be legal issues, it could be other people involved. Maybe they know your ex, or maybe you know their ex or something like that. But I do feel like there's something here that makes them a little bit nervous to initially invest in this connection or come out and tell you how they really feel. Some of you, they might be experiencing health issues or financial issues as well that make them feel a little bit foolish, like they're not like the best version of themselves, and they might feel like you could reject them because of that. How my Pisces are going to be feeling, Eight of Cups in reverse. So you're going to spend a lot of time wondering about this person. You may even already fantasize or be fantasizing about this person before they come through and tell you how they really feel. Some of you, this might be somebody you're hoping to return to, or somebody who returns to you. In that case, it could be like an ex or somebody you've dealt with in the past. But more so, Pisces, I feel like this is somebody that you feel like you absolutely can't move on from. There's something special here. There's something powerful here. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know? All right, this person may be a single parent or they want to have children. All right, they could be an Aries. We get a lot of Aries energy. They're strong, they're resilient, they're a risk taker. They have a carefree, youthful personality. All right, this person is intense. All right, Pisces, the depth of this person's thoughts and emotions indicate a high intellect and a strong focus on their subject. And we see that they may be closed off. This person has been deeply wounded and trust must be established to open their heart. So this person may be or have been closed off to love. Again, maybe they're going through a messy divorce or something like that, but it doesn't feel like they're still with somebody. I feel like if they are getting a divorce, it might be something that's been kind of drawn out, or it's been long. For others of you, this person has just decided to throw themselves into their career and, building stability and success for themselves because they've experienced those disappointments in love. And we do see that the Four of Swords, like this person is kind of in chill mode here, right? Like this person isn't somebody who's, despite that Aries energy, they're not somebody who's super impulsive, because they may have been burned by being so or doing so in the past. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about them. Okay, we see love at first sight. Yeah, so it could be them, it could be you, it could be both of you. I do think the chemistry is going to be magnetic between the two of you. This person is artistic or creative, and we see they may have vices. Okay, some of you, it could just be smoking, maybe it's drinking too much, whatever it might be. And again, that might be something they're a little bit worried here, that you're not going to accept them. Or that you're going to reject them because of this. Now, it doesn't mean that they're in like active addiction or anything like that. It could be something that was in their past. This can also be something like gambling or overspending. All right, let's see what else my Pisces need to know about this person. What else do my Pisces need to know about this person, please? They're an official person. Again, I kind of get like boss, CEO vibes from this person. Maybe they're in politics or something, or they're in the public eye. All right, we see despair. So this person has healed. They've healed from something painful, most likely a divorce or a separation here, because we see that closed off energy. But they have healed, but that also makes them a bit hesitant. And we see occupation. This person works a lot. They've thrown themselves into work after, a painful disappointment of, a divorce, or maybe even the breakup of their family. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. All right, yep, there it is. They've been extremely hurt by a loved one in the past. So that's definitely marking them, or marked their history. Your paths will cross when a holiday is in season. So maybe some of you met this person during holiday season, the end of, November, December, January. But I'm also seeing that, there could be some sort of celebration or party that brings you two together. This person is musically inclined. You might catch them humming to themselves, or bringing music or lyrics into your conversations. And we do get that they're a fire sun sign, and most likely Aries, but of course it could be, Leo or Sag as well. So Pisces, they're viewing you as the Magician card. So they love your mind. They love the way you communicate. But the Magician is somebody who's also healed and transmuted, difficulties into lessons. And this is also, you have all the tools that they need. You have everything that they're looking for, Pisces. The Three of Swords, they see that you might hold back a little bit because you've also been healing. You might have some shared similar histories, right? Like you both might have, been married to or dated a narcissist. You both might be widows or widowers. But they also know that you've really been through a lot. But they really do, they feel like you've really transmuted, you've learned, you've healed. So they do respect you, and they see wisdom here, Pisces. Yeah, and we see the Queen of Cups, but they may be a little bit worried that you don't want to emotionally invest in this connection, either because of the secrecy, because they're your boss, because they're still finalizing that divorce, because they have some bad habits here. So they're a little bit worried that you're not going to be emotionally invested, or that this could feel emotionally overwhelming for you, Pisces. And there is something here that's going to give you pause with this Chariot card. Again, it could be distance if you're at a distance from one another, but I do see my Pisces being a little bit hesitant here, because it feels like the circumstances in which you come together, or the time in which you two come together, is less than ideal, right? Or it feels that way. It doesn't have to be the case. What does this person really admire about my Pisces? What else do they really admire, or do they like, or are they attracted to when it comes to my Pisces? Ooh, beggar. So both of you might be, you've experienced hardship. You both might also be self-made. So they confront empowerment. So they see you as the beggar archetype, which confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Okay, so they see you as empowered. They also know that you know hardship and that you've been able to really change your circumstances. All right. And they see you as a guide. They see you as representing the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Okay. Beautiful energy there, Pisces. A lot of admiration, a lot of respect. So we see the World card, which tells me that this is going to be something new. This connection is going to represent the end of a cycle when it comes to your love or your relationships. So let's see what else we need to know. Although some of you, there might be distance here. Like it could be because of the secrecy, like you have to kind of keep apart for a bit, or there's actual distance between the two of you, different city, states, or country. But what else do my Pisces need to know here, please? This connection feels familiar on an energetic level, awakening a sense of recognition beyond logic. So the purpose of this connection is to activate soul recognition. This is going to feel familiar, like you've done this before. All right, I love that. So there's that automatic sense of familiarity. All right, we also see you may meet this person during a time of personal focus. This meeting occurs while you're focused on your own growth, goals, or healing. The connection aligns with what you are already building. All right, beautiful. And one more for my Pisces. All right, this is supportive without being controlling. So this person encourages growth without attempting to manage outcomes, and respect is what's going to really anchor this bond. Wow, Pisces, beautiful energy. Let's keep going. Anything else my Pisces need to know about this person or this connection? Anything else my Pisces need to know about this person or this connection? All right, so soulmate energy. You have found your romantic counterpart, divine counterpart energy with that Emperor. All right, real feelings. So you share true romantic feelings that are worth exploring. And love language, acts of service. So actions speak louder than words. And that's where, that also is something that's going to really anchor this bond, because you can really trust them being reliable, meaning what they say, doing what they say. And we also see that this is going to happen in divine timing. So it may take you by surprise. But we also see here, Pisces, that this is going to be a lasting love, that this is your true love. All right, let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know? Any important dates or times for my Pisces? June, okay. So Gemini, Cancer energy. Could be between now and June, or somebody could be born in June. And we see December. All right, Sagittarius, Capricorn energy. So some of my Pisces, maybe you met this person back in December during the holidays. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.